All the talking points to this week's top stories. This is News on Friday. Positive, comprehensive, authoritative, and exciting at the same time. We look at some of the stories we have on the headlines today. They will see fire. Babu Owino now speaks on the fee increment debate. Not yet digital. The government abandons the laptop project. What next? And later on the program, we'll be telling you just how much the Teacher Service Commission needs to put the new curriculum on the road. This is News on Friday live from Egerton University, and today we're filming from the Helb Center balcony just next to the piggery. So you might hear some noise from the pigs that you've never heard before. Just bear with us. Those are some of the challenges you undergo when you're actually doing an outside broadcast, but we hope that we're actually going to have a very good broadcast. So we put the shoe on the other foot with all the stories that are not inside. The broadcast begins right now. My name is Helb. Education Cabinet Secretary Ambassador Amina Mohamed, during the launch of the Higher Education Loans Board Strategic Plan, said that the government will now partner with law enforcement authorities to track down the 74,000 defaulters, a statement that meant a lot to students who are still in campus benefiting from help. When all is done and said, it goes down to them. It is now not all about finishing campus, getting a job, but all about getting that money really quick to pay the loan. This report from Egerton University tries to put that story into perspective. Take a look.
Let them come for us. We are not going to pay even a single cent. We will not pay. We are not planning to pay and won't pay.
Kama mazi hata hiyo help hata ijaingia yangu. Naona tu tuition fees peke yake, alafu anasema watu washikwe. Tunashikwa kwa nini?
Kumaliza uni sikumaliza utapata job direct. Kwa hivyo history ati lazima ulipe help. Si logic.
And of course, those are some of the reactions from Egerton University students, and some of them are actually saying that the government should provide jobs first. They should be assured of the jobs when they finish college so that they can actually get to pay the loans really quick to ensure that the government actually is moving and everything goes swiftly. We move on with the program. The move by the vice chancellors from public universities to increase fees from Kenya shillings 16,000 to 48,000 has been met by calls of demonstrations by the students. The vice chancellors, through their committee chairperson Francis Aduol, said that the increment is to allow the institutions to take care of tough economic times. If their proposal is approved, students will have to go deep into their pockets from next year, something that they ain't really taking lightly. Take a look at this.
About increasing university fees threefold from the current 16,000 to 48,000, which is out of reach of many families that characterize the average Kenyan comrade. Comrades, will you allow fee comrades?
We are the peasants. When you make such decisions, whom do you involve? You should involve us, and we'll also disagree with such statements that you give. I want to tell you one thing, that from now on, we won't agree anything that will come between the comrades and the student leaders.
Of course, those are some students leaders from Kenyatta University actually trying to voice their concerns about the fee increment debate. It is a story that we're actually following. If the government is going to give it a clean bill of health, then it's going to mean a lot to the students and a lot to the parents. It is exam time at Egerton University, running all the way to the 11th of March. The first week of examination at the Njoro-based institution is on, and News on Friday was out to speak with the students and to find out how the exams are faring on. So far, so good. Take a look.
Hey, exams zimekuwa ngumu. So far tumefanya 3. Yeah, but tuna survive, tunaendelea kusoma.
Tunaendelea kusoma.
Ndio tumalize hizi.
Mnamaliza lini wewe?
Tunamaliza 7th.
Exam mazee zimekuwa fiti, so far so good. Lakini mazee kuna venye tunapangwa kwa hiyo exam room mazee. Hadi kila kitu ina evaporate kabisa.
Exam ilikuwa nzuri. Nikikombea na za kitambo naona ni kama si kali sana.
President Kenyatta's 24.6 billion laptop project seemed to be going down the drain. Under the digital literacy program, the laptops were supposed to be issued to Class 1 pupils. The Ministry of Education, in their latest release to the press, said that the laptops will now be replaced by laboratories. Speaking to the National Assembly's Education Committee while presenting the budgetary proposals, Education Principal Secretary Belio Kipsang said that the government is introducing at least 1 laboratories for all the the 25,000 public primary schools around the ground, and the major focus right now is in ICT. Of course, on that note, we take a short breather on this on Friday. We still have a lot more on the broadcast for you. Do stay with us.
Mkoaje? Mmekuwa mkifanya biashara, mafanikio zipo ama umekwama? Madam Business nimerudi tena msimu huu na bizi yako kuhakikisha kuwa vyuma vinalegea na biashara yako inaendelea kuwa safi kabisa. Msimu huu tutajionea jinsi in a world of inaction, over promising and under delivering, jinsi ya mtu anaweza jivika taji la kuwa mwanabiashara bora. Pia tutaongelea manufaa mengi zaidi ya kuwa mwanabiashara bora na jinsi ya kupambana na competitors wako wa kibiashara. Jiunge nami katika platform zetu za social media ya Twitter @KoilibTV, Facebook @KoilibTV, and usisahau kusubscribe kwa YouTube channel yetu @KoilibTV. Ni mimi wako Wakesho Athumani na hii ni Masaa ya Biashara.
Thank you so much for keeping it news on Friday. This is the most comprehensive, authoritative and exciting news broadcast across the nation right now. You can follow us live on our social media platforms @KoilibTV, both on Facebook, YouTube and Instagram. We move on with the broadcast. Expect fire and brimstone. That is the message Embakasi Member of Parliament Babu Owino is sending to the government if it agrees to triple the public university fees. Babu, who served for 4 years as the chairman of the Students' Organization of Nairobi University, says that the move, if given a clean bill of health, is going to lock many students from university. Through his social media platforms, Babu also hinted that he is rallying support for a bill in Parliament to make it illegal for the government to request for work experience, Helb clearance, CRB clearance, or any other clearance that will require candidates to pay when hiring. Of course, that is a very big point by Babu Owino, and the information that is actually trying to root for such bills in Parliament is something that the students are actually looking to see how it actually goes. It might go along the way to help a lot of students get jobs immediately after college. We move on with the broadcast. Well, time for Incognito. This is the only segment on the news that is unscripted and planned, and this week we shared a few things with the barber who also ensured that my hair is looking good in preparation for the broadcast. We visited this barber to actually find out about the history of barbershops across the globe, across the nation and in Africa, and to also do what majority of Kenyans do at the barbershop, that is to talk about everything that is making rounds on social media, both on and off the news. Take a look. A barber is a person who makes people's hair look good, he cuts them down, and like you can see today on Incognito, Unplanned, Unscripted, my hair is not done and my beards are looking funny. So today on the program we're going to visit this barber who is actually going to show us a little bit, and we actually going to speak a few things with him, because barbershops are places where people actually meet to speak about current affairs. Like back in the days in the 19th century, the faster shillings people actually used to actually make their hairs at the barbershops were actually 5 to 10 cents. It's the 20th century right now, and people are actually shaving up to 100 shillings. They're actually giving out that at the barbershop. So today on Incognito on News on Friday, Unplanned, Unscripted, I'm going to get my hair done and we're going to speak with the barber person. Let's go. Let's find out what's happening inside here today. Uko fiti?
Uko sawa.
Uko sawa sawa?
Kabisa.
Nimefurahi sana kukuona one more time.
Nimefurahi pia kuona.
Sasa nywele yangu nataka ucheze nayo kistaa ya? Toa ndevu, it makes sense kinoma. Alafu naona hizi hapa. Hizi zenye ziko juu unapunguza kidogo pia. Alafu pande pia unapunguza kidogo. Hiyo ina make sense.
Ina make sense mzee.
Au sio bei ya gari hiyo. Bei ambayo tunaweza afford ni. Na afford. Haina issue, niambie unaitwaje sasa?
Mimi naitwa Ezekiel Mwigai.
Ezekiel Mwigai. Biashara umefanya muda mrefu?
Nimefanya kama miaka 4 hivi sasa.
Miaka 4. Uko na experience ya kutosha. Kabisa. Unajua kinyozi ilianza back in the days 19th century, watu walikuwa wananyolewa na 5 cents, 10 cents. Mpaka saa hizi 100 unaambiwa tu na unalipa kwenye kinyozi. Nini imebadilika?
Kuongea kweli mimi naona ni kama vile tu teknolojia inaendelea, ndio nayo maisha inakuwa ngumu, ama tunasonga na maisha hivyo.
Technology. Afu ujue kinyozi ni places fulani amazing back in the days. Mimi kwetu nyumbani nilikuwa unapatana kwenye kinyozi kuongea, kupiga story na wana, kujua what's actually happening mtaani. So wewe hapa ni place yenye watu pia upatana kupiga story zao kila siku, different people. Na wewe kama unafanya biashara yako hapa, inabidi unakuwa mtu mwenye ako na exclusives kama, yani vibe kama lote, kuna story kama zote. Right now kukuuliza tu. Sasa hizi kama niko na shilingi milioni kama 50 hivi, afu nikuje nikupatie shilingi milioni 50 mara pap. Nini unafanya kwanza na 50 hizo?
Ya kwanza nitafungua biashara kama hii na ni create employment kwa vijana ambao wanarada huko mahali.
Yeah, me I'm done right now. I'm looking kind of good. So unashika vitu za watu sana. You actually hold people a lot. Hiyo maybe kuna vitu ambavyo vinaweza kuja nazo kama infections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kama gani yani?
Ziko kwa maana labda utashika mtu kichwa baadaye usahau kunawa.
Unashika mtu kichwa alafu unaingia kwenye msosi, unafinya ugali kinoma.
Wewe mwenyewe utaenda kujikuna kichwa chako.
Yeah. So ni muhimu mtu akimaliza anafanya nini wewe kama mtu wa kinyozi na mimi?
Maliza unanawa mikono. Unatangulia kuosha customer kichwa. Alafu sasa unanawa mikono.
Kabisa, asante sana. Acha sasa nikupe mpunga alafu. Unajua nimesikia kuna mtu amekuja akanyolewa kaishia tu. Pia hizo
bado hazijafika.
Unashangaa ziko wapi?
Nadhani hapa tuko remote area.
That is incognito. Each and every week on Friday, we actually visit people to find out what they're doing, where they're doing it, and how they're doing it. And we just visited the Baba. We were chilling with the Baba this week. Next week, we might just be dropping at your favorite chill spot. We move on with the broadcast. Teacher Service Commission Chief Executive Officer Nancy Masharia has said that at least Kenya shillings 900 million is needed for the phase 3, 4 and 5 of the new education curriculum implementation. The commission is yet to receive the amount from the Treasury. The money is to finance training in April, August and December. This phase of training involves training of the grade 1, 2 and 3 teachers. Well, from the TSC, we now move over to our weekly segment of In 65 Seconds, and today we give you a minute and 5 seconds to become the Cabinet Secretary of Education. Your time starts right now.
I have most of my friends when hawajasoma because I'd really just make education free.
I would definitely grant students the maximum amount of loans that they need, because clearly they need the money. Yeah.
I would have ensured that these small opportunities like the census, like internships and even the attachments for the youth should be paid, and it should be given to intellectuals in these institutions and those who have left the institutions. Secondly, I'll ensure that even the Helb loan for the students should be increased, because we find that this Helb loan which you give the students is normally slow, and it cannot even manage to pay for their fee, it cannot manage to pay for their upkeep. So given that opportunity, I'll ensure that at least we make an increment on the same, so that at least students could be enjoying their life in education.
Given the posts, I would do away with the idea of standard 1 kids getting laptops, and that idea should actually benefit high schoolers or even university students.
Ningekuwa CS education saa hizi kwanza. Hao watu wenye wana deni ya help, ningeenda niombe pesa kwa serikali, nikuje niwaambie hamtalipa tena hiyo pesa. That's the first step I could do.
That is in 65 seconds, and like you've seen, most of the comments were based on the Helb move to actually threaten arrest to former students who actually do not manage to pay their loan in time. So maybe the Education Cabinet Secretary Amina Mohamed will come out later on to address this issue so that everything can actually move in a proper manner. We move on with the broadcast. Among President Kenyatta's agendas back in 2013, the one on digital literacy was and is still more exciting. Each pupil joining Class 1 was to be provided by a solar-powered laptop. The government has faced a lot of challenges in making this a reality. It has been halted a lot more times, latest being this year 2019. But listen, the government allocated 24.6 billion on this project, and that explains why Education Principal Secretary Dr. Richard Bello Kipsang is still confident that despite all these challenges, the project is still on. As at now, the government has indicated that laboratories will replace the laptops, and each of the 25,000 public primary schools will at least get one lab for ICT integration. But honestly, I don't think our kids need laptops. Giving them laptops at this very early age is likely to create more unnecessary excitement in school. They need good teachers, they need a good ratio, they need proper classrooms, they need electricity, they need food in school. Food might sound really silly, but it is a huge motivation around a school, especially when these students cannot afford to get this food at home, and so they get it at school. So they're actually just hoping to go to school and get some really nice food, and in the process, they get taught. That is actually what they need. These teachers must have basic knowledge on how to operate the laptops, on actually how to keep them. And most importantly, these teachers must be paid well. You're not going to provide laptops to kids who are being taught by teachers who are not being paid well by the government. Teachers who are striking each and every day. The parents. Recently, I saw one of these laptops being used by a parent at a wedding. Honestly, parents think that giving the standard 1 kids laptop is a waste of resource. Now, this is it. Before we continue with the laptop project, let's talk to everybody. The students, the parents, and the society, including the teachers. For now, I'm sorry, part of the 24.6 billion has gone down the drain. But the good thing is, we can still dust ourselves and get it right. We can go the digital way without the laptops. Let's build more computer labs in every school. All the primary schools in the nation should have computer labs. Let's employ more computer teachers in schools, and let's teach computer as a mandatory subject as early as from grade 4. By that, we will still go digital, and that is listened by Caleb Koyo. And we look at some of Kenya's footballers who are actually playing in Europe, and today we have 3 of them. The first one is Victor Wanyama. Victor is the defensive midfielder with Tottenham Hotspurs in England. He's also the Kenya national team Harambee Stars captain. He's the first Kenyan to play in the Champions League during his time at Celtic. Of course, we remember Victor scored a terrific header against Barcelona, and they won 2-1 against the Camp Nou guys. He made his first debut for the national team at the age of 15 in 2007. Of course, he has faced a lot of injuries so far, so good in the English Premier League, but we hope that Big Vic is actually coming back next season even bigger and better. The second player on the program today is Michael Olunga. He's also a Kenya national team Harambee Stars forward. He has also played earlier on for Swedish side Jardens IF. He has also played for Gizu Xinchen in China. He's also played for Girona on loan, and he played a very nice game against Real Madrid. And he has also played for Kashiwa Reysol. Olunga made his debut for the Kenya national team Harambee Stars in a friendly match against Seychelles at the Stade Linet in Victoria on the 28th of March 2015. He scored his first goal for Harambee Stars in a friendly against Sudan, which Harambee Stars actually won 2-0. Of course, we still move on with the sports. Kenyan team Harambee Stars is set to play their next qualifying game to the African Cups of Nations against Ghana on the 22nd of March 2019 in Accra. Of course, the first leg of the game was played at Kasarani, and Harambee Stars won, and so far so good. Harambee Stars has qualified for the Cup of Nations. Of course, we are topping the group right now, and the game we are going to play against Ghana on the 22nd, like I told you, is just a formality. It is the second time Harambee Stars is qualifying for the Nation Cup tournament that will be hosted this time in Egypt. The first time the Stars were on this tournament was in 2004, and we hope that the Homeboys are actually going to do well. Vijana wa nyumbani, we wish them all the best in the upcoming tournament in Egypt. And we just hope that Oliech is actually going to be in that squad that is going to be participating when you're doing an outside broadcast. So you can follow us live on our social media platforms at Koilib TV, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And most importantly, you can turn on that notification on YouTube so that you get all the exclusives and all the news that concerns you around the ground. You can follow me live on my socials, Instagram at Anchor Koyo, Facebook, Anchor Caleb Koyo. I see you next time. My name is Caleb Koyo, and whatever you do this new month, the month of March, just be amazing. I'll see you on the other end. See you around.